Just preparing myself now to go out into the pain cave for day 9 of Tour Britannia from Flamme Rouge Racing. This is the Syco-list. Let's get on with it. So I'm going to speed this one up today because we're in the Surrey Hills and it's going to be a long old day. 33.5 miles this one. I'm not sure what the elevation is, but I know that we're going to be taking in Fox Hill, Leith Hill, Box Hill, Keith Hill, Fox Hill, Leith Hill, and then finishing just over the top of Leith Hill. So it's a day of hill climbing in the Surrey Hills. Entered the category C pen as normal in this HAB category. This is stage 9 of the Flamme Rouge Racing Tour Britannia, my first tour series that I've done. Really enjoying it. Legs are doing okay. See how we get on today. Not a massive hill climber, but just rolled out through London, out into the Surrey Hills now. And as you can see, it's going to be a day of climbing. 6% grading at the moment as we make our way towards our first climb of the day, Fox Hill. As you can imagine, 9 days of racing consecutively is taking its toll on me a little bit. Still pushing through, still getting these miles done, and I'm really enjoying the series so far. But today it was sort of do what I can, hold on where I can. The field today of 43 riders out here, and as you join me here, I'm with a couple of my teammates from Level Racing Esports. So just sitting in, just going with them, not going to push myself too hard. If I can average somewhere around 250, 260 watts today, I'll be happy with that. My neutralised power will probably be slightly different as I push on these hills. But yeah, just getting it done. It's one of those segments and days where I just know that hill climbing is going to be a thing, and I just got to cope with it, get on with it, and see how I fare at the end of it. And here we are, just coming to the top of the first climb, Fox Hill, showing that I did it 5 days ago, which would have been as part of this tour series. Not sure what we did out here. I think it was a points race we must have done out here on the Surrey Hills. But yeah, just coming to the top of this KOM now, going to push through. Sat in 16th place out of 43 as we go through the top of this one. So not too bad. The group ahead of us have got quite a bit of time in us, but the main thing for me is trying to stay with the group, do what I can, make the most of the descents for recovery, get that aero tuck and sit in. Still with a couple of my teammates here as we make this descent. But like I say, making the most of this aero tuck, not pedaling, literally just getting the aero tuck in and then out the saddle for a little burst just to get another aero tuck. So clearly my weight has an advantage on the downhills. As you can see, I'm closing the gap here with these riders in front of me. Going to try and get across to them so that I can sit with them and make the next climb. So there you go, just come through to them, up into 9th place. Still got my teammate with me as well as we roll through. No doubt shortly there's going to be another climb, but at the moment just these Surrey Hills, just kicking on through them as best we can and staying in a group. Didn't want to be on my own today. Had enough of being on my own yesterday in the individual time trial. Just sticking with the group today is the main goal. So here we go. Heads up display is giving me another climb, but it doesn't look like it's one of the categorised King of the Mountains today. So just sitting in the group. Got quite a nice group now. Probably about 8 of us, I think, working together at the moment. If that stays like that, I'll be happy with that. So there's been no real changes. We've gone through these Surrey Hills, just rolling hills. Now we're just coming out towards the start of Leith Hill. A 6.8% average gradient over 1.2 miles. Again, nice little group. Some of these riders I've ridden with in other events in this tour series this week and been around them, so some familiar names in there with me. But again, another climb, but just sit in, go into it and see how I come off when we get to the top. So here, some of these segments, 12% into 10%. Just really using the heads up display to think where I can get a bit of recovery, where I just need to push a little bit more. Trying to keep my cadence high, trying to work. My 2 teammates are still here with me at the moment, so just trying to sit in with them, follow their wheels. This section here is 10%. Starting to feel these hills a little bit now. Average watts after 30 minutes of racing at 276 watts. Heart rate's at 165, which isn't that high for me. I top out around 176, which isn't bad for my age. But but cadence high and just coming over the top of this KOM in 10th place. Again, as you can see, I've just chased down this gap over the hill of the KOM and down the descent, just making the most of getting the aero tuck, recovering as much as I can on the descents, because I know as soon as we get to the bottom of this descent and turn the corner, there's going to be another hill there. Which one is this time? I think it's probably going to be Box Hill. And there you go, we've joined Box Hill at a slightly different place to the normal. We haven't come out of the railway tunnel this time. We've joined it halfway up by the looks of it, or part way up, but it's still 4.3 average gradient over 1.9 miles this one. There's not as many of us here. I think there's 3 of us at the moment together. My teammates have just dropped back slightly, 2 seconds, but they're likely going to gain on me on this hill, as they seem to be stronger climbers at the moment than me. And I'll let them rejoin this group so that I've got another wheel to sit on. But at the moment, happy where I am. We're 42 minutes into this race, 14 miles done, and we've done 1600 feet of climbing. So happy at the moment, just got to push on with Box Hill. I've actually only ever ridden Box Hill once in real life, and that was when I did Ride London in 2016. I should really go out to the Surrey Hills and ride them again and take in more of the views, because when I did Ride London it was so busy I didn't really take in the surroundings. Literally just went up it and got down the other side as quickly as possible. But here we go, just pushing on until we get to the top of this one. As I said, my teammates caught me up on this climb as I thought they would. As we're coming towards the top now of the Box Hill climb, we'll take the KOM Banner, and then it'll be a slight descent down the other side and onto our next hill. Well, there wasn't a lot of chance for recovery there on that descent, because as soon as we got to the bottom of it, we're straight into Leith Hill. 5% climb over 2.7 miles. Still sitting around the 10th place at the moment. Still got a good little group going with us, but I've lost my teammates. Both of them have dropped back a little bit. They're sort of 18 seconds behind now. So I've just got to sit with this group. My GC chances in this Tour series, I'm still probably in the top 30, I would have thought, overall, out of what was 104, 105 riders at the start of this Tour series in my category. So I'd like to get a top 30 finish, top 25 if I'm honest, but today isn't going to be one of my favourite events, so I need to get it done. Still need to push on and try and close down any riders near me that are in the same category. So, but here we go, Leith Hill, bit of a descent in the middle of it before it kicks up again here. So here we go, more climbing in the Surrey Hills. We're loving it. So on this bit at the moment, just under 7% gradient. There's a couple of strong riders with me that seem to be just leading this out, so I'm trying my best to sit with them, sit in the wheels as much as I can, trying to get the recovery in by getting some aero benefit going uphill, not a lot. Obviously the category and this event, the bike is selected, we're all on the same Zwift bike. You're able to change your wheel sets differently. Most of the races I've done, I've used the disc wheel available to me, but today I've gone for some MV wheels, just hoping they'll be better climbing wheels for me. I don't know how much of a difference it makes in game, but the option was there. Reading the reviews, it says that they're a climbing wheel, so I've gone for it. Try and see if it makes any difference. I'm not sure, but I'm staying with this group at the moment, which is quite good. My average watts has dropped down a little bit, but obviously with the descents and not working as hard on those descents, I'm trying to recover, so I expected it to drop a little bit. We should be just coming towards the top of Leith Hill now. Should get the KOM Banner shortly. There it is. Just little kick in, and then he outsprints me down the descent and chase him down again, and then we'll see what next. So made the most of the descent there, chased down another rider by the looks of it as well. Get them to join our group. But again, as soon as you've made a descent, you know that what's happening, you're going to turn a corner and you're straight into another climb. So we're back onto Fox Hill again for the second time today. Probably won't set a PR up this one today, I don't think. Sit in, get this one done, get over the top and see where we are. I have to be honest, I'm not doing too bad on these climbs today. I'm holding the group that I'm with. Just going to go over the top of this one. There's 4 of us riding together. A couple of us are in the same category, a couple of us are in different categories, but it's still a good group. We're still working. The group ahead of us are over a minute, but there is one rider on their own who's about 10 seconds in front of us. So hopefully if we can push on this descent, we might be able to catch that one rider. And looking at it on screen now, it's the same category as me, so it's another one that I'd like to try and pip if possible. So pushed it on and we've caught that rider, so we're sat in with them. Our group's got a bit bigger now, but the next rider down the road is 51 seconds ahead of us. Can we get that one with 4.4 miles to go? I'm not sure, because I know there's going to be another hill around the corner. So I've had a bit of madness here. I've pushed on, I've gone to the front. The rider out down the road has got 10 seconds on us, and I'm thinking, can I close that gap? Can I bring that rider back? So I've gone off the front, trying to put a bit of an effort in to see if I can close that gap and bring that rider back. Slowly getting there, but I know after this we're going to have another climb up Leith Hill before the descent is on the finish. But here you see I've closed the gap down, I've brought that rider back who's in my category. So I've gone into 5th place just before we start Leith Hill for the final time. This is the final climb of the day, and I entered it in 5th place. The gap behind us, 5 seconds, rider that has been riding with us really well has just dropped 5 seconds there, and then the group behind that is over a minute. So that was the rider that we caught on one of the other descents. So I've got to stay with this. The ZZP rider in front of me now, strong rider, has been strong all day. I'm likely to lose his wheel shortly. He'll probably kick on over this climb. It's just trying to see if I can stay with that rider we've just caught and see what finish I can get. So we're coming towards the top now, and that ZZP rider that went off has put nearly 30 seconds into me, set a PR up that climb. I've just gone through the banner there, no PR for me on that one, didn't expect it. But we've got 0.3 of a mile left in this race. I'm sat in 7th. That rider in front of me is the one we chased down earlier. He is in my category, so I'm going to see if I can pip him to the line. I'm just trying to hold back a little bit. I don't want to go too early. I want to see if he reacts and makes a move or not, and then I'll go. So I'm sitting and waiting. Down now to 700 feet, and I'm going to go. I'm going to get out the saddle. I'm going to put a dig in and see if I can get there. 500 feet to go. I'm out the saddle, put in a little effort. That other rider is responding as well with over 10 watts per kilo. I'm still pushing on the pedals and bring that home. So what's the race stats we got today then? Finished in 6th, 261 watts, average 3.3 watts per kilo. Not a bad day's work. Well, I hope you've liked this video. It's been a tough one. One more day to go tomorrow. But if you've liked this video, please click the like button, click the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.